The fuck is up? You already know what the fuck time it is. It's another episode of the goddamn Nasty Sports Update. Today, we are sponsored, yet unsponsored by Twitter Fingers. Leads us right into our first fucking topic. KD, Michael Rapaport. Y'all niggas is out here acting like hoes. Well, let's start with Michael Rapaport. Hey, nigga, when you argue with a nigga in the DMs, you don't post that shit up to show the fucking world. Nigga, you from New York. You talk all that gangsta gully shit. You want to put out motherfucking documentaries about goddamn Phife Dawg and a Tribe Called Quest. You can't sit around there and then turn and say, I'm going to post this because, oh, this nigga was talking about my wife. So the fuck what, nigga? If that was such a big problem, you should have seen that nigga at a bodega on goddamn 151st and Lenox or whatever one of them streets is fucking called in New York and scrap that nigga. But you wouldn't do that. And KD, nigga, why is you over there talking about you piece of shit cocksucker? What the fuck, did you grow up in rural Alabama? I could have swore you was from D.C. or some shit like that. I got family in D.C., nigga. They don't talk like that. If you would have said, hey, my mother, my father or some shit like that, I would have been like, oh, that nigga, you was on that bitch talking like, oh, I hope that you get some pasty, your pasty white ass goes out in the sun. You're a cum guzzler. I'm like, what are we talking about here, bro? Like, I mean, it's funny one time. You had rattled off a bunch of messages about, it was saying some of the shit that only Judd Apatow could write. Like, nigga, what are we talking about, G? I wish that you had better insults. If that shit would have been funny, at least I could have came here today and been like, well, I mean, KD was hitting that nigga with motherfucking jokes after jokes. That shit was lame. Both of y'all niggas is lame. And Kevin, you already been down this motherfucking lame train for your entire career. That's why niggas like Skip Bayless love your ass. Because lame niggas love other lame niggas. I promise to God, nigga. You love being lame on the internet. Every chance you get. Because any nigga, I never knew a man with a lot of money to act like you, to get a mother. Because let me tell you something. I'm broke. I tell a nigga to suck my dick to his face. Like, you on the other hand want to go on a burner account. If I was 7 foot, it would definitely be a for sure you could suck my dick to the face. What are we talking about? And I guess I need to pause that. Shit. Look. At least I gotta live with what the fuck I say on camera, nigga. You gotta live with it behind camera like a hoe. You a hoe. Michael Rapaport, you a hoe. You a bigger hoe because talking that, oh, he was talking about my wife shit. Boy, you be on, niggas let you say nigga on camera, bro. You gotta get over that shit. Remember that, bitch. Drumming to the Lakers. Beat the goddamn drum. Beat the goddamn drum. I don't know why niggas is acting like this nigga finna change the world. It's gonna help, but it ain't finna change the world. Man, Drummond played for the Pistons for how God knows how fucking long. Let me tell you, I seen that nigga do some of the worst layups I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, he big. Yeah, he can block shots. Yeah, that nigga can dunk. But I also seen this nigga down at the rim do shit like this. I can't. If that nigga do that bitch shit and bitch up like I done seen him do multiple times, in the Detroit, back when they was in Auburn Hills before they moved to the D, we gonna have some big problems. And I can see LeBron done went through enough to where smacking that nigga in the head would be, I could see it happening on the bench. Like, what the fuck is you doing, G? But if you play well, I seen, they was talking about this shit. I seen that it was like a picture the great late Dr. Bus with Kareem, and then Genie Bus with Andre Drummond. Like, and they showing ain't no similar fucking similarities. Similarity is what? They black and tall. Nigga, that's it. One nigga was taller. One nigga is the leading scorer in the NBA history. The other nigga scored 2 points for Georgetown in the goddamn NCAA tournament. That's the nigga you talking about. The other nigga won the NCAA tournament. Stop all that shit. Final Four. Speaking of, Houston versus Baylor. UCLA versus Gonzaga. Hey, man, let me tell you something. Zags is taking that shit home. I've never been a Gonzaga fan, but I think this is their time to shine. I think it's going to be Baylor Zags in a dance. Baylor has a formidable team. They got a lot of guys that can get to the bucket, that can score points, that can take you off the dribble. But, I mean, that Zags team, if they can finally put it together, and finally get the job done. It's been a lot of times. We done seen them niggas, I think that they've been to the tournament 21 years in a row. Like, you get there and you have a lot of times formidable teams, but fall short all of the time. This one would hurt worse because it's an undefeated season. So no matter where you lose, it's just like you lost the game after you didn't lose no games. So I hope to see that shit happen for y'all, man, on some real shit. Shout out Jalen Suggs. I hope you have a good game, G. Only reason I know about you is because of Master P. And that's good enough. When you got that type of motherfucking nigga backing you, hey, I want to see you do good, my G. Happy as fuck that UCLA popped Michigan, though, because the same way they popped our ass, nigga, in the play-in game, and everybody around this bitch talk, Michigan the real niggas. Now, I'd give them niggas credit. If Livers didn't get hurt, if he didn't break his foot, I think that they would have done better, and they would have beat UCLA. I actually think that they might have made it to the championship game. But nevertheless, injuries happen. Fuck you, Michigan. Ha ha. I truly believe that Justin Fields and Zach Wilson are going to have a better NFL career than Trevor Lawrence. I think that Trevor Lawrence is going to show you guys a Sam Darnold effect type guy. Where it's like sometimes he flashes, but the flash is against the Lions. That type shit. Because I just feel like he's been given, has Justin Fields, did he have a track team? Did that motherfucker have studs with him? Yeah, but we all know that the studs at Ohio State, even at the college level, are kind of no match to the Clemson studs, over year. We could talk about, and it's times where Ohio State get the job done. But we know the speed, the talent. I'm looking at these guys, and I'm looking at Trevor Lawrence last year. He didn't play well. I know he was hurt, but he didn't play well. And then the year before that, it was just the new thing, the new hot Trevor Lawrence, white boy, sunshine from motherfucking Remember the Titans. And we all know the narrative. They want to see a white quarterback go crazy. He was white, that nigga was fast. I mean, shit is what it is. But let me tell you, I think Zach Wilson gonna show y'all kind of like old boy down in Buffalo. He more of a Josh Allen type nigga, where that motherfucker got a cannon, and we gotta consistently see cannon, and Jay Fields 4-4 with a cannon. I just hope that we look and hope that he doesn't go to a horrible situation, and we also hope that he doesn't pull a Dwayne Haskins. That's it. Yeah, because we've also seen a lot of niggas. See, the difference is that he's a tall. Well, Haskins was tall, but motherfucking Justin Fields ain't like the Troy Smiths. That motherfucker, and he ain't like man. What was they had another tall quarterback, but he got trained prior. He got moved to receiver because he was more of a receiver. He was just an all around athlete, and he played in the Big Ten. But I'm really hoping that Fields has a great motherfucking career, honestly, because that'll give Ohio State a motherfucking quarterback that's actually worth a goddamn. But hey, this has been another episode of The Greatest, the dopest, the wisest, the smartest sports commentary in under 10 minutes. See you fucking next time.